Hey y'all, I'm in the building, baby. Y'all ready for this huge announcement? But let's get into this intro first. Here we go.
Return, please return.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
But guess what? This is PGT time. On PGT time, we cover the black community. I don't give a damn what they do. If it interests me, I'm showing y'all. I'm showing y'all flat out. Flat out. Flat out. I'm showing y'all, baby. Yes, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Y'all, I forgot to put my gloss on. Y'all know how Mama Peach is. Mama Peach will get on here, and if I don't put it on, she'll call. She'll call Poolie. Tell Tennille to put on that lip gloss. Her lips look dry. Y'all know how Mama Peach is. Shout out to Mama Peach. Shout out to Mama Peach. I see y'all out there. I see y'all out there. Hey, Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce says she is watching all the way from the ATL, baby. ATL. Well, tonight is Fan Takeover, baby. Tonight is Fan Takeover. We have a special fan that will be co-hosting the show with me tonight. I'm so super excited. Her name is Miss Naisha. Miss Naisha, and I was on Miss Naisha's show last night. We had a great time. Shout out to have a great time. Shout out to having a great time, baby. But yes, I'm gonna bring her right on up. But before I bring her up, let's go ahead and get into a little video right quick so everybody can come on in. Now is the time for y'all to start sharing. Please share, share, share. Now is the time to start sharing. Share and welcome. Welcome to what? Welcome to PGT Time. Shout out to Diano. Y'all can find them on all platforms. Here we go.
Yeah. I had dreams of being rich, dreams of being famous. Get up out the crib, tell my mama that I made it. I just wanna ride up in the Benz with a fine bitch, knowing that she's sticking by my side like a glue stick. I've been thinking about my life at night, looking up to the ceiling, to the sky, hoping that God can extend my time. It's a long road, I can't see the finish line. I'm in first gear, so I gotta go. Don't wanna stall, so I let off slow. Tryna find my heart, tryna find my home. Everyone around, but I feel alone. It's so hot outside, but I still feel cold. You had to run, but then you had to let me go. Can't see my pain, but you can feel it in my soul. Playing these notes, hoping it resonate my soul. Yeah. I got voices in my head like I was Randy Orton. I can't stop hearing these words, they screaming out loud. Pour up a cup and drink away so I could drown it out. I feel it all up in my soul. It's a long road and I'm breaking down. Feel like there's shackles on my ankle. I can't move around, they keep wearing me down. I was fucking different people just to feel something. I was trying to feel the vibe and find some real love. I just kept wasting my time cause I ain't found none. Energy gone, don't feel it like I'm in first gear, so I gotta go. Don't wanna stall, so I let off slow. Tryna find my heart, tryna find my home. Everyone around, but I feel alone. It's so hot outside, but I still feel cold. You had to run, but then you had to let me go. Can't see my pain, but you can feel it in my soul. Playing these notes, hoping it resonate my soul. Yeah. I got the signer on me, but I'm feeling alone. Everybody wanna try me, but nobody buy. They push me right to the side and pick the thing behind me. I typed it up in Google, but I can't find it. Looking for the answers why I got this pain in my chest. Stupid movies have me feeling like I would be the best. Disney movies that you feeling like you would have friends. I look around and I see no one. I had a smile up on my face cause I went on. Y'all shoot me up and spit me out like I was gone. Would you even care if I just gave all? No, no. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Shout out to Deanna, baby. And y'all see, it is fan takeover. Okay, it is fan takeover. And we have Miss Naisha in the building, baby. Let's bring her on up. Let's bring her on up. Hey! That's what I'm talking about, girl. I'm silly. Explicit language, explicit language, and also allegedly. What's good, girl?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. I'm glad to be here. Excited because every time I pull up to the Mr. Show, we have a good time.
Every time, baby, every time. This is your second time on Peachy Tea Time. You actually came on damn near in the beginning. Look, in the beginning, damn near. Shit. But
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that you came. I must say thank you just as well for having me on your platform on yesterday. Let everybody know. Let me say this before we let everybody know, because I know somebody out there right now, like you was on what, and we ain't know what you mean. It was pre-recorded. It was pre-recorded. So when it comes out, when it get aired, I will make sure everybody knows. Okay, everybody gonna know. But go ahead, let everybody know what your platform all about, girl.
So first and foremost, my primary career is a real estate agent. I'm a full-time realtor, and my company is called Empowered Real Estate Services because I'm all about empowering our women, empowering our community, and just empowerment and generational wealth. So a branch off of that is my podcast that we are starting, which is called Empower Me Sis. So the Empower Me Sis podcast is a platform to where we kind of focus on women's stories because everybody has a story to tell. We give that you guys the floor to tell your story and the personal and the business side because there's always a behind the scenes to it. There's always different layers to it, and we want to hear from you guys, and we want to kind of just share, educate each other, learn from each other, grow with each other. And
Yeah.
we want men's input as well. We're not like strictly women. We love our men, our good healthy man, and that Black community as a whole, and the communication. So it's about communication and growth, and we have been having so much fun. So yes, as soon as your episode is out, everybody's going to know about it. We're doing our recordings right now. It's going really, really well, and I cannot wait to get you guys like just to air our episodes. We're having a good time.
All right. So shout out to Empower Me Sis. Now you heard her say that you had to tell some of your personal. They had me over there talking about Pulley. That's who they had me over there talking about how good Pulley is. Shout out to Pulley.
Okay,
His
love,
ass.
love, love. We
Look,
love it.
his ass.
Empower us, okay? Empower me, sis, with that Black love.
Yes, and that's exactly what I came to do. And that's what I did. Okay. But it was so much fun. I gotta say one thing. Y'all, it was so funny. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of it, okay? Just a little bit of it. Naisha decided to sit her ass outside at the where was you? In the back of your house? At the
Oh,
pool.
wow.
I said, Naisha, uh, thank you for having me and everything, but I need you to be aware of your surroundings while you out there. You know, I do peachy tea time over here. And we can't have nobody running up on you and everything during the show. But to
And
my
you know
surprise,
that I have
she had her
recently
security waiting.
lesson. I've learned my lesson. I don't want to get too into it, but I just had an intruder in my house earlier this month, and so I'm very much more aware of my surroundings these days. I
Yes.
had two of my gangster bulls over there in the back. Making sure
Baby,
it's okay.
they was
I don't
waiting
play
too.
with
They was waiting. They said, I wish somebody would run up on Naisha. We
them, okay?
got
They said
you.
she's doing her podcast. Y'all be quiet. She doing her podcast.
It was so funny, y'all. But as soon as it airs, flyers gonna be out. I mean, we're gonna go all out, okay? So make sure y'all stay tuned and be watching. Be watching for it, baby. Be watching for it. All right, well, Naisha, thank you for doing the fan takeover. And with fan takeover, it's not just for you to sit up here and co-host with me on the show. I also want you to make sure you plug your plugs in whenever you get the chance to, because you don't just do, like you said, a podcast. You're also a real estate agent. So whenever you get your little plug in, and already know at the end of the show, we're gonna definitely make sure you get your plug in. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what fan takeover is about, baby. Take over and giving all her business. Okay.
Real estate. Hey. Real estate.
Real estate. See, she already knew what to do. She knew what to do. Well, girl, let's get started. We gotta get into our fair usage first. Saginaw, Michigan, baby. Saginaw, Michigan. Let's not forget, I have a huge announcement for y'all tonight. We're gonna get into a few clips first, but please know, it's a huge announcement. I want everybody, if you are watching right now and you are from Saginaw, Michigan, please tag somebody right now from Saginaw. Okay? Tag somebody right now from Saginaw and let them know the Miss Peachy, whatever you want to call me, Tennille. I got a huge announcement for everybody. Okay. All right, do that for me. Until then, let's get into our fair usage. Here we go.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
All right, we are back. Now, the first clip that we're going to show you all tonight is about two sisters. They're called the Bradley sisters, and they are down there in Chicago. But they have been missing, and they have been missing for a very, 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 very long time. So they was 3 and 10, if I'm not mistaken. I know one of them was 3. The 10-year-old could have been 11, but I think she was 10. But we'll see in the clips. But they went missing. Their mom left them in the house by themselves, and I guess she came back home and they was gone. Well. The 3-year-old should be like 20-something years old right now. Okay? And yes. And may I add, she has resurfaced. Possibly. We're gonna have to get that update later on because the results ain't came back yet, the DNA. But check this out, y'all.
Rob, the sister's great aunt, says she's worked to keep her missing niece's case active for decades and never given up hope in hopefully finding them. Earlier this week, she said a young woman who was experiencing homelessness near Houston, Texas, reached out claiming to be Diamond Bradley. This afternoon, the great aunt says their entire family is now waiting for DNA results to find out if, in fact, this woman is Diamond Bradley. Tionda and Diamond Bradley are frozen in their family's memory as mere children. Their family last laid eyes on the sisters in 2001 when Diamond was just 3 years old. Today, that toddler would be about 25, and this week, her great-aunt Shalia received a message.
A young lady reached out on Facebook. She called family members. She called my son, and turns out that she believes that she is Diamond Bradley, my missing niece.
Through the course of many long phone calls with a young lady living in Harris County, Texas, claiming to be her niece this week,
she pretty much said that she remembered being in a car and being around Tionda for a while, but then she said she was taken away and she never saw her again.
Tionda and Diamond Bradley disappeared from their family's Bronzeville apartment in the summer of 2001. Over the years, they've had numerous false tips, most recently a young woman in Texas back in 2019 who also claimed to be Diamond.
That's been heartbreaking. It'll lift you up. It'll give you the hope. It'll slam you back down to the ground.
This time may be no different. Shalia Bradley Smith says there's only one way to know if this woman is, in fact, her youngest long-lost niece.
But I must admit, this is the first one that someone has been eager to go take a DNA test.
Shalia Bradley Smith said this young woman submitted a swab of DNA and fingerprints at an FBI office in Texas earlier this week. When we reached out, the FBI told us the Department of Justice policy prohibits the FBI from commenting on any investigation that may or may not be occurring.
Girl, this is crazy.
That's
This
a
is
lot.
very, very crazy. So can you imagine being 3 years old and you get kidnapped? We're just gonna call it like it is. You get kidnapped because they came and took her. But can you imagine growing up and just having these visions of being in the car with a girl, but you don't really know who she is? You just know you just keep having these visions. That
Because
got to be crazy.
took her, they can give her a whole new reality. You know what I'm
Exactly, because she was only 3 years old. Only 3 years old. So apparently they have had so many different people. Okay. Like I think she said it was a total of 12 people that have came out and said that they was Diamond. But no one has been eager, from what the great aunt says, to go and take a DNA test. This is the only young lady that is eager to take a DNA test. Now, if this has been happening a lot, I know y'all wondering, well, what makes this girl different? Well, when she was 3 years old, she had a mark on the top of her head. And this young lady got a mark similar to that mark at the top of her head. So let's get into this next clip. TikTok had a lot to do with this. So y'all is about to see what the young lady looked like now. And here we go.
At 10, a possible breakthrough in the missing persons case of the Bradley sisters, last seen in their Bronzeville home in 2001. Tonight, a woman in Texas claims to be Diamond Bradley, who was just 3 years old when she disappeared. CBS 2's Jermont Terry spoke to the Bradley sisters' great aunt, who is hopeful tonight. Jermont.
Erica, tonight the Bradley family tells us that the woman claiming to be Diamond did take a DNA test, and that will ultimately determine if she is who she claims to be. Now, the girl's great aunt, says that they've been down this road many times before, but there is something different about this new claim. In July 2001, Chicago police searched rail crossings, hundreds of abandoned buildings, and alleyways for Tianda and Diamond Bradley. The Bradley girls vanished out of their mother's third-floor apartment near 35th and Cottage Grove after being left alone. It was the largest search effort in Chicago's history, yet 10-year-old Tianda and 3-year-old Diamond were never found.
I got to see in this video, I'm looking at this video like, what is this?
The girl's great aunt, Shalia Bradley Smith, is speaking of a 20-second TikTok video.
This is Diamond Bradley. Can I see your scar?
Where someone in Texas was claiming she was Diamond, the youngest of the Bradley sisters. When the woman contacted the aunt, there was hesitation.
Look, I'm not the police. Call the police.
Over the years, listen to how many people have claimed to be the girls.
We've had about 12, but easily dismissible.
But the young lady making this claim did something no one else has ever done in nearly 22 years.
I've never known or experienced somebody so eager to tear down the doors of the FBI to prove who they are. So that gives me a different dynamic of hope.
Shalia says Chicago FBI agents contacted her and informed her they took a DNA test and fingerprints from the woman.
The DNA shall tell the truth.
The young lady told the aunt she can't recall much, including the whereabouts of the oldest sister, Tianda.
She said, well, I kind of remember her, but I remember we were in a car. Then one day I woke up once they got us to the place where we were or wherever we was living. She said, I've never seen her again.
As the family waits for DNA results, the aunt is comforted knowing Chicago waits just as anxiously to bring the Bradley sisters home.
Especially Chicago has embraced these girls and they have not forgotten. And I thank them. I thank everybody.
Now, the woman told the aunt that she recently escaped from whoever was holding her against her will. At the time that 3-year-old Diamond disappeared, she had a scar on her forehead from an injury. This woman has a similar scar in the same area. We did reach out to the FBI, but they are not commenting on this ongoing investigation. Reporting live in the control.
I pray this is her too. To me, she does resemble the video of the little girl with the purple, and they had the little purple barrette on when she was jumping up and down like that. To me, she kind of resembles her. Where the hell she was at? Oh, this side. That's what I want to know. She come out looking fly, got her girl. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
tell me
I'm sorry. Y'all know I had to throw a little joking there somewhere. So she sharp as hell.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish they would have kept this story to themselves until they had the results. Don't string me along. Like, let me
I
know
know.
the whole story at the
Girl,
same
I
time.
cannot wait for the results to come out. I even checked again today. It has not came out yet, but I am definitely following this story to give y'all the update. Hey, Auntie said, question, where is the mother now? They never said where the mother was. They did say that allegedly the mother was on drugs back then, and that's why the kids was left alone. But they didn't say exactly where the mama is. Especially being that the great aunt is in the forefront.
And
You
the
know,
daddy.
it makes you wonder what happened to the mama
And the daddy.
and the daddy. Exactly. And the daddy. Exactly. And the daddy. So I don't know, y'all. All we can do is just continue to pray for this family. And we hope, and I'm sure we all are hoping and praying that this young lady is Diamond. I pray she's Diamond. But don't worry, y'all. I'll keep y'all posted. I'll keep y'all posted. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the next topic. This one I called it Two Ladies in Vegas. Two Ladies in Vegas. After Two Ladies in Vegas, we will be back after we give our commentary, and we are going to tell our huge announcement. Yes, to Saginaw, Michigan. Y'all don't know how excited I am for this. I am so excited. So let's get started. Two Ladies in Vegas.
Man found murdered in a room at a Las Vegas Strip resort.
Tonight, the two women accused of killing him facing the judge now for the first time. 8 News Now reporter Victoria Saha joining us live from Caesars, where this happened, with who the victim is, and the women behind bars.
Yeah, Brian and Denise, still so many questions tonight as to what led up to the shooting, but what we do know is that the man who was killed had invited the two women up to his room right before being shot. 20-year-old Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor both making their first appearance in court Wednesday, both with a somber look, much different from the mugshots that were taken of them just hours after their arrest. Police say 25-year-old Ryan Altamirano Serrano was found shot in a hotel room by housekeeping about 11:30 Monday morning. Police tell us so far their investigation is leading them to believe Altamirano Serrano went to his hotel room with Covington and Taylor. The two women later left his room with some of his personal belongings. They were arrested by the Criminal Apprehension Team and booked into the Clark County Detention Center early Wednesday. The two women do remain in jail tonight without bail, and they will be back in court on Monday. Both of their family members were actually present in the courtroom, but they declined an interview. Reporting live near Caesars tonight, Victoria Saha, 8 News Now.
Victoria, thank you. Covington and Taylor facing several charges, including open murder, conspiracy to commit murder, as well as robbery.
Them hoes ain't laughing no more. they find that shit funny when they facing the judge. Little girls. Like
that saying don't go for them. Everything that happened in Vegas does not always stay in Vegas.
Baby, you done took the man money out the Caesar's Palace. You didn't go to the Red Roof Inn. You ain't go, you went to the Caesar's Palace where they got all the cameras at, everything. I know y'all didn't get that far.
Be sometimes when they do the things that they do, you know.
I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, they said they didn't even make it that far, y'all. They didn't even make it that far. They was caught within the same day, allegedly. They didn't got the nerve to smile in their mugshot. Like, y'all think y'all going home? Y'all ain't going home. Y'all are residents now of Las Vegas jail on y'all way to prison. Because y'all want to steal somebody's money that don't belong to y'all or his
And thought it
belongings.
was cute. They obviously thought it was cute. You know what I mean?
And they probably, I'm sure they've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah.
not the first time at all whatsoever, Naisha. This ain't the first time. Well, it's about that time, y'all. It's about that time. It's about that time for that huge announcement. So let's get started. I thought to myself, I said, I'm gonna tell them this huge announcement. Should I just tell them on the show? Should I wait till so many people come in and just blurt it out and tell them? And I like, nah, y'all know I like to be a little extra. Y'all already know. Look at that, you should.
Yeah.
I like to be a little extra. Well, I also, Naisha, had somebody actually come with me to join me to tell this surprise. And I don't want to call it a surprise, an announcement. That's what I want to call it. So I had some help. It's not Naisha, but I had some help.
I don't know what it is.
She has no idea. She said she ain't from Saginaw, but she gonna be surprised too. But y'all, I really, really hope y'all like this huge announcement. We will be right back after the announcement to talk about it a little bit further. But here we go. Hi everybody, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Thank you all so much for watching Peachy Tea Time. All the editions, it's a few of them. It's four editions. So thank y'all so much for rocking with me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So I must say that first. Now, Saginaw, I'm gonna need y'all to stand y'all asses up. Stand up, Saginaw, stand up. Yes, I have a special surprise for everyone that's in Saginaw, Michigan. I have someone here that is going to help me, my friend. She's going to help me give this wonderful surprise out to each and everybody there in Saginaw. So let me go ahead and bring her up so we get to going, baby. Miss Fashanta. Hey, Fashanta, boo. How are you, gorgeous?
Good. How are you, Neil?
I am wonderful. Yeah, y'all know all my peoples back at home in Saginaw. They do not call me Miss Peachy or the Mrs. unless they met me on the show, okay? Now, me and Fashanta, we go way back, baby. Way back into time, okay? So she definitely calls me Tania. But Fashanta, I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I have a special surprise. And I just thank you so much for being here and helping me tell this surprise to everyone in Saginaw, Michigan. Now, let's get started. Fashanta, I reached out to Fashanta and I had a bright idea. And as you guys can see, Fashanta has a company and is by the name of Yard Greetings R Us. Fashanta, can you please tell us a little bit about Yard Greetings R Us?
So Yard Greetings R Us is a yard sign company that creates yard signs for any occasion. And let me tell you something. Most recently, I had a request for a yard sign for a divorce. This particular lady was celebrating a divorce. So when I tell you it's a company that was set up for any occasion, it will be for any occasion.
So with that being said, Saginaw, you all will be getting, for the month of June, July, and August, your family will be getting a memorial in your yard. I love you all so much. All right. That is the huge announcement. What I decided to do with Peachy Tea Time, starting with my hometown, Saginaw, Michigan. Everyone knows that my show is about crime in our Black community. And it's a lot of crime that goes on in Saginaw, Michigan. So what I decided to do was I reached out to Fashanta and I asked Fashanta if she would actually go out and put the signs up in one family's yard, okay, for the month of June, July, and August. They will have it in their yard for one day, for 24 hours. She will come, she will set it up. It's going to look gorgeous. You will also have a keepsake, which is a picture of your loved one who you are representing on that day, and you will get to keep that just as well, and it will be part of the sign. So again, shout out to Peachy Tea Time because it ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. It's bigger than me. It is bigger than me. So shout out to Peachy Tea Time. Shout out to Yard Greetings Are Us. And we want you guys to nominate a family. Okay. We want you to send in letters. You can start sending them in right now. DM me, you can text me, you can inbox me. What's next? Email me. Either way, just send me a letter. It doesn't have to be long. If it's one paragraph, that's fine. Just pour your heart into it. That's all I ask is that you pour your heart into it and you send in these letters. Okay? Send in these letters. It's so, so important. So again, thank you to Yard Greetings Are Us. The first family, the first family will be chosen for next month, which is June, and then we will do it again in July and August, which will be a different family for each month. Now, this is something that is not just going to happen this year in 2023. This is something that we're going to continue to do every single year. Okay? Every single year for those 3 months, June, July, and August. Girl, them the summer months, okay? Them the summer months, girls. So we gonna tackle this in the summer, okay? Um,
My divorce signage.
Girl, I said, oh my God. This woman said, get her a divorce sign, baby. A divorce sign. I said, I done heard it all. I done heard it all.
Turn it
But yes, I'm so so excited. Look, Auntie said, Amen, Amen, Amen. Now you will be contacted.
If you don't mind, I think that's really beautiful because the memory of our loved ones, we try to find ways to give them their proper goodbye or their proper moment,
Exactly.
their proper appreciation and respect. So I think the way that you guys are doing it is really, really beautiful, and I'm so happy to hear what you guys got going on.
Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Again, the importance to this is just to bring awareness. Bring awareness to Saginaw, Michigan, that we have not forgotten these loved ones. They are still up there watching over every single body that's around and that has been surrounded by them. And we just want to put a smile on a loved one's family's face. That's what we want to do. So hopefully, your family will be the lucky family for 2023. It will be three different families again for the month of June, July, and August. Um, I'm just happy. I'm happy to do this. I'm so so happy to do this. I really am. Now, if Shanta gonna come out, she gonna put the sign up. She gonna take a picture. She gonna probably do a little video. She gonna send everything to me. I will be showing it on PGT Time just as well. So, baby, y'all get ready. Make sure y'all yard good. I'm gonna need y'all to make sure y'all grass is cut. Make sure the grass is cut. I'm call y'all in plenty of time. Make sure y'all cut that grass because it's gonna be shown on PGT Time. Okay? Cut the grass. Girl, I had to make sure I say that. Look, I had to make sure I say that. Cut that grass.
I
Girl,
have to
we
tell
gotta show up
somebody,
and show out.
I don't be looking at nobody's lawn. You would have to tell somebody like me. Thank you for the reminders
You're so
for us
welcome.
that.
You're so welcome. Don't even worry about it. I got you. Make sure when I come over and visit your grass is cut. Well, y'all, we finna go ahead and get back into the show. I will be playing the commercial one more time before the end of the show. And I also will be putting all the contact information in the chat just as well at the end of the show. So again, thank you. I love you all so, 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 so much. Now, let's get back into these clips, okay? Here we go.
The 1-year-old boy recovering in the hospital tonight after being shot by his 4-year-old brother in East Harris County. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Keith Garvin.
Good evening. I'm Daniela Guzman. Investigators say it all happened when they got a hold of an unsecured pistol inside their home on Sunshine Street and Garden Tree. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry has been at the scene and joins us now with the very latest. Bryce.
We spoke to the father of these boys off camera tonight, who says he never thought he'd be in this situation with his children because he knows how to safely store a gun. But he wasn't home when this happened and says he believes the gun belonged to a relative. Harris County Sheriff's deputies descended on this Sunshine Lane home around 4:30 Tuesday afternoon.
A 4-year-old had found an unsecured weapon inside the house, and while playing with that gun, shot the 1-year-old sibling in the lower left leg.
The toddler quickly taken to the hospital for surgery. As crimes against children investigators started looking into what happened.
Determine why the gun was unsecured and how was he able to get that gun and manipulate it and fire it.
The boy's father told us off camera they were home with their mother and her family members when they got a hold of a pistol. He believes curiosity got the best of his 4-year-old.
4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, they're inquisitive. And having it unsecured can lead to tragic things like this.
Another reminder from the Sheriff's Office for gun owners to take responsible steps to store them safely.
These are things that we really don't like responding to, and we have more and more of them happening.
Dad says he believes God was watching over his young child, as that 1-year-old is expected to be okay, but this could have been a much worse outcome. Investigators say they plan to present this case to the district attorney's office for possible charges. In Northeast Harris.
We ain't on mute. We trying to gather our thoughts together.
My thing is, we have guns in our household, and we practice gun safety. It is not easy to shoot a gun. It takes a lot of strength.
Yes, it does.
So that is very odd to me that a 4-year-old was able to shoot a gun, and something just not adding up in this here story.
Well. Y'all done heard Naisha. I agree with Naisha. She's right. It's not easy to shoot a gun. Have we heard stories like this before on PGT Time? Yes, we have. We have heard of kids. I think we even heard of a 3-year-old that has shot. I think he shot their mom on a live. She was at work. And, it happens. But at the same time, what if Naisha's right? Like, what if she's right? What if somebody else did it? Will the 4-year-old tell it?
No.
Did they threaten the 4-year-old? I'm gonna whoop your ass. You better not tell. They don't tell him.
Somebody else there, because they also said, what did they say about the gun? Whose it was?
It was somebody else's, because the dad said that they practice gun safety. So it wasn't his gun, it was somebody else's.
Okay.
Why you got them folks in your house?
Odd. And it sounds like somebody else accidentally shot that baby playing around with that gun. And instead of taking accountability, they're gonna say that the 4-year-old made the mistake.
Exactly.
That's what affects me.
Exactly. I do hope that the 4-year-old is smart enough to say, I ain't good. I hope he's smart enough to say he ain't damn do it. Shit. Auntie said, OMG, sad if people's gonna have guns in the home, put them up and put a safety lock on them. This is happening too much.
Yes, they should have had to go through too many things in order to even pull a trigger. That just does not make sense. And if that child was doing that long unattended,
exactly,
it's not adding up.
Exactly. Like a 4-year-old, you need to pay attention to a 4-year-old. If they quiet for longer than 2 seconds, you need to be trying to figure out why they so quiet.
Exactly.
I have a 5-year-old, and when she's too quiet, I'm questioning what's going on. What you doing back there?
I have a baby crib for my 2-year-old, the kind little fancy you put her inside. and I'll know she's in there, and I still have to go check on her
You have to go
after
check.
a while.
Exactly.
Because children, are inquisitive, and they, can get over stuff. But as somebody that's responsible for the children, I just cannot see how that situation was able to happen like that. It's very odd to me, and it was within reach. Generally, if you are someone that has guns and children are in the home, they're not somewhere where children can get them. They
Exactly.
to get the gun, get the safety off, pull the trigger, point it at the 1-year-old.
If
And
there was a safety on it. If there was a safety on it.
there was a safety on it.
Exactly. And I want to make sure that I let everyone know gun locks are free. You can go right down to your police station and get a free gun lock, and they will give it to you. So let's start utilizing that. You want everything else for fucking free? Get that for free. A gun lock. Put it on there and just hope and pray nobody come break in your house.
Yep.
You gotta take the gun lock off. Then take the safety off. Then put the bullets in there. I mean, it don't make sense to me either. It don't make sense to me. But hey, if this is the law and this is what's going to keep our children safe, do it. Just do it. Just do it. So let's move on to the next clip. Naisha, it's a lot of mothers out there that got these kids and not doing what they're supposed to do. And then you got the fathers that want their kids, and the state take them through hell and back to get their kids, regardless of what the mama going through. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to hear this story about this father that's fighting for his daughter and have been fighting for her for 5 years, since she was 2 days old. Here we go.
Dad is still fighting for his daughter after an adoption agency took her away just 2 days after she was born without his knowledge or his consent.
Yeah, for years, court records confirm his desire since day one to raise his daughter. Tonight, I-Team investigator Kylie McGivern looks at the battle unwed fathers can face over parental rights, who determines what's best for a child, and the Florida laws that allow this to happen.
Okay, this is my daughter's room. This has been her room since she was a newborn baby.
Ulysses Carwise prepared a room for his daughter, his little girl, who may never come home.
Books I was going to read, spot loves.
The bed unused, closet empty.
We end up giving most of the stuff away because she outgrew it.
The baby he loved from the day she was born.
I'm her father, her real father. I'm not trying to adopt I'm her father.
Is now 5 years old.
This one right here, let me see this. This one is the baby pictures.
In the hospital, the baby tested positive for cocaine. Her mother, Nikita Adkins, was using drugs, according to documents from the Florida Department of Children and Families. Carwise wanted the baby to come back home with him, but not Adkins.
So I went back to Nikki. I said, where the baby at? And she said, well, I'll put the baby up for adoption because I was angry at you, she said. And I said, you did what?
Carwise told DCF he wanted his daughter, but the 35-year Hillsborough County School Board employee needed to prove he was the father because he and Adkins weren't married.
When the test came back, they said it was 9.5, 99, something like that. The baby was mine. I said, okay, well, it's over then.
Thinking that's it?
That's it.
It wasn't. The fight for his daughter is still going on.
Just give me my child. I've been saying that the whole time I've been going to court. Give me my child. I don't need y'all help. Give me my child. And they won't listen.
The adoption agency, Bethany Christian Services, and prospective adoptive parents, referred to only as Katrina and William Doe in court records, took Carwise to court in Orange County to terminate his parental rights, arguing that he had abandoned his daughter because he did not financially support her while she was not in his custody. After the trial, it took the court nearly a year to rule. His rights were not terminated, but Carwise's daughter stayed with Katrina and William while they filed an appeal. As months turned into years, his little girl grew more attached to the only family and home she knew.
And now she thinks they are her parents.
The couple that wants to adopt her call her by a different name. He wishes she could call him Dad.
All she know is I'm Mr. Ulysses and I say her nice stuff. That's it.
Initially, Carwise had in-person visits every week at an Orlando mall.
Okay, this one here is doing Easter.
Those in-person visits stopped at the start of the pandemic. For the past 3 years, he has not touched his daughter.
This is heartbreaking. And we got a part 2 to this. We do have a part 2 to this video. This is heartbreaking. Like, this man is trying to get his doggone daughter. It's his daughter. And then you're going to say because he didn't support her? When? When? Did y'all even give him a chance?
Right. You know, adoptive parents, and this is only from me kind of hearing through the grapevine. I haven't had a personal experience, but they get a little vindictive sometimes. They have their own goals. They have their own thought processes. You know, I don't want to use the word desperate, but, you know, they're in major one of a child, and the strides that they'll go through, it's supposed to be about what's best for the child. Exactly. And I know that they may possibly think that they're doing that. It may be a better environment for her as a whole, but there's, you know, if this father has been present this entire time, but at least they should be able to have a close relationship at the bare minimum while this is going on. So I think there's a lot of selfishness in this entire process from the beginning of this child being born to now that's happening. And the mama, the audacity. Okay. But she's on drugs, and so she's not using her rationale well. I really wish we would kind of pay attention to who we are producing children with a little bit more in our community up front, so these kind of things don't even happen, and really get to know who you are being intimate with on that level to prevent things like this. Like, you know, it's so unfortunate that our children have to go through these crazy situations.
And let's just say, you know, 5 years has passed. Let's say this is a good environment for her. She is attached to these people now. She's probably calling them mom and dad. You know, you take her away now, being that she's not seeing Mr. Ulysses anymore. You know what I'm saying? And they take her and put her in his care, in his custody. How is she gonna feel? Is she gonna want her mom and them back? Me personally, I wouldn't give a damn. She only 5 years old. She'll be fine. She'll be all right. Give me my baby back.
And now, let's say, you know, she stays with them. This is the thing about children. They're very innocent and vulnerable in the beginning, but they grow up.
Yep.
They learn things. They figure out the story. And she's gonna be upset with how
very upset.
Yeah.
Very upset. And you know what? This man, and we're going to see it in the next clip. This man actually, Naisha, this was the twist to it, raised his first daughter by himself. Mm-hmm. She's in her 20s.
You know, shout out to good Black fathers. That's beautiful. I love to see it.
Now, I don't know what was going on with her mama. I hope she wasn't on cocaine either. Because if so, then I'm going to question dad.
Mr.
Like, Ulysses, what is you doing? Let's get into this next clip, see what Ulysses got to say. Well, y'all, we won't be getting to clip number 2.
And I'm like, I'm waiting for it.
I am so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. I know what I did wrong. I definitely apologize. I will be getting that second clip. Okay, I will be getting that second clip. I gotta figure it out. But let's get into this commercial right quick. I feel crazy. Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Y'all enjoying the show? Is y'all enjoying the show, baby? We are getting it in each and every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are on Roku TV. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also follow me on Twitch and IG just as well, baby. Each and every Monday. Each and every Monday. Where I'm solo dolo, baby. Unless I got a special guest. But I love y'all so much. It's so important that you share these videos. So please continue to share. I love you all. Bye. We are back. Let's go ahead and get into another story. When we come back from this story, then I have that second part ready. Here we go. Total chaos in Chicago. Total chaos.
Weekend of family fun at the annual Armed Forces Carnival in Tinley Park, but that fun was cut short.
The carnival was shut down after a chaotic flash mob involving 400 teenagers unfolded, causing police to cancel the final day. CBS 2's Andrew Ramos has video of that chaotic scene and reaction from those forced to head home.
Now, families who came down looking to take part in the final day of festivities of the Armed Forces Carnival here in Tinley Park were met with this, an empty parking lot. We're told police shut it all down in an effort to avoid a repeat of the chaos that unfolded 24 hours earlier. Chaos and violence erupts at the Armed Forces Weekend Carnival Saturday night. Police say it was sparked by 400 teenagers brought together by social media, creating a flash mob situation intended to cause mayhem.
I feel very mad because I really wanted to go to the carnival and they passed out tickets to my whole school.
Tanila Smith and her family devastated to learn about the cancellation after driving more than 30 minutes from their home, arriving to see a lone carnival ride packed up and ready to go.
So they're disappointed, so now we have to find somewhere to go, just for them to have fun.
As police responded to the chaos at the 88th Avenue train station where teenagers were causing panic and fighting with each other, 5 arrests were made, all of them minors, who were later released to their parents. Several citations were also issued. At least one injury was reported, a police officer who was attempting to break up a fight. Police decided to cancel the final night of festivities after learning of another planned flash mob set for Sunday. For Faith Mudada and her friends, well, they have a message for the troublemakers.
Do better because you caused everybody else that wanted to come here to not have fun.
Now, despite initial reports of gunfire erupting here on the scene, law enforcement officials say those claims are unfounded as no firearms were found. Reporting.
When is it going to end? Like, when is it going to end? Just imagine how much money was lost. Not, I mean, people got hurt too, I'm sure, and let's not forget about that. But let's look at it from a different standpoint. All the money that they put into these doggone carnivals. You know what I'm saying? People pay their money to come to these carnivals. They ain't getting their money back because y'all decide to act a fool.
And trying to have a good family day.
Exactly. You can't even do that nowadays.
I was laughing when they said they pulled up with the roller coaster packed up.
Baby, they knew where they was at. They knew where they was at. They had lights ahead.
Rope around it. They was about to go.
They were about to get the hell out. Thank God no gunshots, occurred or anything like that. No one was shot or anything like that. But still, look how reckless they was. A baby could have been in the way. They could have knocked the baby over. They could have trampled people. It really could have been ugly.
What was the purpose of that? What were you trying to accomplish? What does that do for you?
400 kids, Carmen. Hey, Carmen, boo. 400 kids. Why do y'all? Where's y'all parents at?
Where y'all
Why
parents?
they just dropping y'all off and they know stuff goes down?
In Chicago.
In Chicago at that. I ain't dropping my kid off no doggone where. I will go with you and we will have a good time as a family. Because it's a family event anyways.
And you should know your kids because sometimes your kids, well, I'm just trying to go have some fun with my friends. You know your kids is bad. You know your kids be up to no good. You know your kids be into a mess. And you know your kids don't need to be with their even badder friends. No.
Exactly. But no, they let these kids do whatever they want to do for whatever reason. Some is fearful of their kids. Some just don't care,
Take them to jail.
and some just want them out of their hair.
Take them all to jail.
Take them all. Take all their little asses. All 400 of them. And then go get their mamas and daddies. Let's not forget them. All right, y'all. So this is the second part. Hopefully I can get it to play the whole thing. So here we go.
Touched his daughter, seeing her once a week on a Zoom screen. The adoption agency, Bethany Christian, told us for the confidentiality and privacy of our clients and families, it is not able to speak about this ongoing case.
That's my family. That is my child. They're not saving no child. They are harming a child.
The prospective adoptive parents filed a new lawsuit in Hillsborough County.
It's all over again. And
Another petition to terminate his parental rights.
it's just getting difficult. Okay? It's getting real hard.
Carwise overwhelmed with emotion.
That's the first time it hit me hard. Because I've been like fighting these people. And
May it please the court, I'm Jeannie Tate.
Jeannie Tate, a longtime adoption attorney based in Tampa, is representing the prospective adoptive parents. She opened a private adoption agency in 2001, Heart of Adoptions.
This is Kylie McGivern. I'm a reporter with ABC Action News.
We contacted Tate by phone and email, and she responded in a voicemail and email that although she would like to comment, Florida law prevents her from commenting on the matter or confirming her involvement. One of his younger sisters, Rosalind Green, has stood beside her brother as he fights for his daughter.
It's a huge eye-opening that the law would allow these people to literally, legally take someone else's child.
Carwise plans to live in Green's house when he gets custody of his daughter.
He has the support that he needs to take care of this child,
including the support of his 26-year-old daughter, who he raised as a single father.
What gives you all hope to continue moving forward?
I want my niece to know that we didn't give her up and that we're here to fight for her.
I couldn't believe, that he's still fighting. The fact that it's gone on this long and something hasn't been done to give him his child is just, I think, a travesty.
David Velez is Carwise's former court-appointed attorney from the original case in Orange County.
And they were doing everything imaginable to just keep him from getting his child, which they continue parents to do today. They always say, well, he doesn't really have a relationship. Well, you're not giving him the opportunity to build a relationship with the child. And it's not for lack of him trying. Something has to be done because it's been an injustice what's been done to him. Well, everybody should care about because it can happen to anybody.
Online now, we've included more information about the putative father registry in this story.
All right, y'all. This is sad. This is really, really sad. I don't know. I don't even know if anything can be done. Do you think anything can be done?
Did they say the race of the adoptive family?
No, I would love to know that. I would love to know the race and of the adoptive family. But no, they have not said it.
Interesting.
No, they have not said it. Very interesting. They got, and it's like, why are they fighting him?
Yeah, exactly.
If the mama was on cocaine, 9 times out of 10, y'all don't know this family. They don't know the mama. They don't know nobody. I don't know.
That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
They chastise men for not being in children's lives and not stepping up to their responsibility. And this man is going above and beyond all trials to do so. And that's not being honored in no form or fashion, not even respected in the slightest amount.
Exactly. Naisha, my computer is frozen up on me. So I'm going to have to restart my computer right quick.
Okay.
But can you go ahead and basically let everybody know more about Empower Me, sis, and also your real estate. Your real estate as well.
Absolutely. I'd love to. So, again, Empowered Real Estate Services is really here for our community as well. The reason that I got into this business was my personal experience. I was previously married and I found myself at the disposal of other people and not being able to move forward because of that. So I kind of changed my mindset and really got myself to a place of being able to take care of myself. And I wanted to help other mothers, other women, other people in my community, other entrepreneurs, other people do the same thing. On this journey, I've learned a lot about how valuable ownership is, using our equity to really build on our personal portfolios. And then a lot of things with us is just lack of knowledge. Sometimes we just don't know how to move forward in this process. And it's just as simple as a conversation with the right people sometimes. So what I like to do is just educate you guys, have a conversation, let you know some things that you may not be aware of, give you the different options that may work for you. And then when you're ready to move forward, then, you know, again, I'm here, or if not, then I've given you the knowledge that I have in order for you to take the first steps of at least starting that journey. And even if you're not ready now, I really do encourage that conversation, because along this process of you getting ready, there may be things that you could be doing as well to kind of prepare yourself for that moment that you are. Knowledge is never going to hurt anybody. So I just encourage the conversation of knowledge, the conversation of growth. And I would love to be a resource for you guys to do that as well. If you would like to follow me, I am on IG, Empowered, no E, Empowered_Realty. You can follow me on Facebook with my name. You can see the spelling of my first name. Last name is Smith. And same on LinkedIn. My podcast will be coming soon. More information about that. You're going to see the misses on there, so don't worry. You'll be able to find us. And yeah, I look forward to having more conversations within our facility, and just giving us that ground and foundation to change the way that we do the things that we do. I'm not sure if the missus is still here or if you guys can still hear me. Okay, she's all right.
I'm back. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Girl, as you guys can see my green screen. I literally had to come back and use my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to use my phone. I'm still able to play the clips. Thank God.
Well, there's a way.
Yes, you know, the devil trying to be busy. I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's making all type of noises right now. I don't know. It won't even come back on, but hopefully it'll come back on real soon. But I do want to make sure that I play this clip before we leave. This was The River. It's called The River, about the two young boys that was in the river that was found. So here we go.
Family is heartbroken. They are devastated, but despite their sadness, they are pushing for answers about his final moments. It wasn't like Alpha Barry to wander off after school. That's what his family says. The 11-year-old boy was pulled from the Hudson River Saturday, more than a week after he and his friend, Garrett Warren, went missing. The body of Warren, who was 13, was recovered by the NYPD Harbor Unit 2 days prior. Though the physical search is now over, Barry's family members say there's still so much they don't understand about his death.
Garrett was found several blocks south on the East River by the Madison Bridge. And Alpha was found 102nd Street and Riverside Drive on the West Side Highway. Totally two different water bodies.
Barry's uncle, Amadou Diallo, says the family was unaware that the two boys knew each other. They attended different schools and did not live in the same borough. Barry lived in the Bronx and Warren in Harlem. Diallo says the family only learned that there was a second boy missing after seeing surveillance camera footage that placed Barry and Warren together at the same Harlem fish market, one of the last times they were spotted alive.
It is just unimaginable that those those kids will start playing around to take themselves to the water, looking at the wall, the fences surrounding the East River.
On Saturday, the city's medical examiner told Pix 11 that Warren's death was ruled an accidental drowning. On Sunday afternoon, the office said the cause and manner of Barry's death are pending further study following an initial examination. In his Morrisania neighborhood, members of the African community who had helped for days in the search visited his grieving mother and 5 siblings. His older brother, Ibrahim Diallo, says their mother is shattered.
No matter what I do, when a mom loses a child, there's no comfort that can come with that. So this is one way to help her comfort with that is to figure out what exactly happened, what happened to her child.
He says Barry would call him often to ask about math problems. Their last conversation was about his school Mother's Day project. The middle schooler was looking forward to making his mom feel special and was known to help her with all the chores around the house. He had dreams of being an engineer.
This is someone who had a lot of potential. Those potential we would never be able to see it. So we asking for everyone in the community to come together once more and help us figure out what happened.
We want clarity and closure. The only way the closure is going to come in is when we get the clarity. What is the clarity we mean by is how did they get to the water?
So, Kaidi, Barry attended religious school on weekends, and tomorrow night, Monday night, the mosque here on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx will be hosting a special prayer service in his memory. And then the following day, Tuesday afternoon, his charter school in Harlem will also be hosting a prayer service for that community.
A missing boy from Harlem. The NYPD recovered the body of Alpha Barry from the Hudson River this morning.
Plus, a new hub for asylum seekers at the Roosevelt Hotel. How that facility is taking pressure off the Port Authority. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Bookman.
And I'm Joe Torres, and we begin with the breaking news that we have been following all day. A tragic end to a devastating story in Harlem. Police believe they have located the body of the second boy who disappeared last week, 11-year-old Alpha Barry. Alpha and his friend Warren Garrett disappeared last Friday. Warren's body was found in the East River on Thursday. Now Alpha's family wants answers about how the boys died. Eyewitness News reporter Morgan Norwood is on the Upper West Side. Morgan?
You know, Joe, as you mentioned, certainly heartbreaking and not the outcome that the family of Alpha Barry had been praying for. Remember, for days they were holding out hope, even after the death of the 13-year-old. But you're right, tonight they have questions and they want to know how this happened. Riverside and 102nd Street wrapped in crime scene tape this morning as crews made the grim discovery the family of Alpha Barry had been dreading: the 11-year-old's body pulled from the surface of the Hudson River. The discovery sent friends and family flocking to a mosque in the Bronx, weeping in agony, embracing each other, many in shock.
A kid of his size cannot jump that fast. You know what I mean? How did they get to that area? That's a question that needs to be answered. You know what I mean? So was someone pushed in? Because we don't believe that could be just for curiosity. You know what I mean? What happened? Who was kidnapped by someone else? We don't know.
Today's outcome mirrors Thursday's discovery on the East River. Alpha's friend, 13-year-old Garrett Warren, pulled from the water after hours of searching.
Everybody's overwhelmed with grief at this time.
Garrett and Barry had been missing since Friday when the pair passed under a surveillance camera near a playground at 143rd and Lenox. Well, that night, someone reported seeing 2 kids fall into the nearby Harlem River. But after an extensive search of both the river and the neighborhood, the 2 never turned up. Barry is being remembered tonight as a charming and loving boy. He attended the Democracy Prep Public School in Harlem. The school writing, "We are devastated to learn that Alpha Barry is no longer with us," adding he was a funny, bright, witty, inquisitive, and brave child.
Loving, very close to mommy, always helping mommy do the work at the house. Maybe mommy doing grocery, or doing the laundry, or doing cookie cleaning the house. You understand? Every time, give mommy, goodbye kids when you're going to school. So that's what happened on Friday when he was leaving.
And now that family left reeling tonight. Now, police on the investigative end has not said whether or not they suspect foul play, but all of this is under an investigation. We're also learning an autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow.
All right, y'all, we back, baby. We back. The devil is alive. We are bad. Now, this right here, one of the things that got me with this one is that the family didn't even know they was friends. They had never seen them together before. They went to 2 different schools. Like, how did they even link up with each other? And Carmen, yes, they did find them in 2 different bodies of water, but a camera caught them walking together. So it's like, how did this boy know him? One of the first boy that they found was 13 years old. And then that's when they consistently kept looking for the 11-year-old because of the camera, them seeing them walk off together. And then boom, they found the 11-year-old body.
Somebody grown up is veering them. They was tempting them with something or promising them something or guiding them somewhere and did them boys wrong.
Yep. And they said it was a fence up there, but the fence was broken. But at the same time, I think what the family of the 11-year-old are saying is they son know better. Like Naisha said, you know your child. You know your child. And if they say that they child know better, they child know better. So I think they're kind of thinking that he was pushed in there. Yes, Carmen, something isn't right here at all. And the only thing that got me shook is that they didn't know that this was their friend, his friend, and they went to 2 different schools. What did you say, Naisha?
In like that religious community has something to do with that. You know what I mean? Because I know religiously strong communities they only deal with each other. So, they will only be comfortable with somebody of a similar faith most of the time. So I wonder if somebody like, a higher figure, somebody they trusted was a part of this somehow. I don't know.
That's a good one, Naisha. That's a good one. Hey, Christine, how are you? How are you, Christine? Yeah, that's a good one, Naisha. I ain't think about that because you can tell they have different type of religions and everything. And even their family background is different. So it could have been one of their family members that came and do something to them boys. Who knows? But all I do know is they need to find out what happened.
Yeah.
This is their job, and their job is to find out what happened.
And I hope they don't let it go. Don't let it go because, when they don't have answers, if somebody is not continuing to press the issue, then it will kind of fade away. No, figure it out because whoever is responsible may strike again. You know what I mean? And let's nip it in the bud and get whoever is responsible off the street, or just at least give these families some answers.
Exactly. And that's all we want. We pay our taxes. We pay our taxes and we feel like, when our family members are murdered, there's people that get paid to find out what happened and how this all occurred. Now, true enough, if you wasn't there, you don't know what happened. But you have different detectives that's skilled for this. They get paid good money for this. And they need to start taking their time with these cases and getting these cases solved. Getting them solved. All right. Well, we're down to our last clip, Naisha. Our last topic. It only got 2 clips to it. This is called Bystander. Rest in peace to this young lady. Not rest in peace, I'm sorry. She's fighting for her life right now. Here we go.
In other news now, a teenage girl fighting for her life after she was shot in the head in St. Albans, Queens.
Police tell us the bullet was not even meant for her and the shooter is still out there. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge spoke with her distraught father.
I'm hoping for a miracle.
Albert Quaddy says he's in shock. His 16-year-old daughter, Claudia, was shot in the head last night, 5 minutes from their family home.
My daughter is fighting for her life. So I guess we all got to pray. We don't even really know what happened yet. So, we're still trying to piece together.
Police say it's still early in the investigation, but it appears the teen was with friends who got into some kind of argument with another group in a playground by an elementary school on Locust Street. Police say the teen got into a backseat of a car when shots were fired around 8:45 p.m. A bullet hit her in the head. A witness spoke but didn't want to appear on camera.
I was outside by my car when it happened. When I heard it all, before it happened, I was outside, and it was just bop, 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 bop. I mean, hard, like nonstop. I heard about 5 to 10 gunshots go off. Children screaming and running, yelling, "Why did they do that? Why did they do that?"
Police do not believe she was the intended target caught in the crossfire. The shooter took off. The teen was rushed to Jamaica Hospital where she's in critical condition.
Very bad. We need everybody to pray. I'm still like in a state of shock right now. You know, so I don't really know what to say about the shooter.
So painful, so sad to hear, you know.
Praying for the child, the 16-year-old child, and I'm praying for the parent.
Now, witnesses tell us they saw 3 men take off, but so far, police have not released any suspect descriptions, and so far, there have been no arrests. In St. Albans, Queens, Natalie Duddridge.
With a teenager shot in the head while she was sitting in a car in Queens. It happened outside of school last night in St. Albans.
Police believe she was not the intended target, and the shooter remains on the loose. We just received this photo of the victim, 16-year-old Claudia Kwate, who is a 10th grader at Queens High School of Teaching, and her father tells us that doctors say she is now brain dead. Eyewitness News reporter Derek Waller has the story.
We're standing on Lucas Street here in St. Albans, and neighbors who live here tell me this is a pretty quiet street. And we've now learned that the shooting actually started over here in this playground. And now a 16-year-old innocent bystander is in the hospital in critical condition.
I thought it was fireworks, and it was not fireworks at all. It really was gunshots.
And here's the proof, a bullet hole in the windshield of this Hyundai Venue. That bullet struck a 16-year-old girl in the head. Police say she was just minding her own business in the back seat.
That is extremely scary. And for you to hurt a child, a female 16-year-old, you really have no heart. You don't care what you do to somebody else.
This neighbor didn't want her face on camera, but tells me just before 8:30 last night, the playground behind PS 15 was full of children and adults enjoying the warm evening when someone started shooting.
It's about 5 to 10 gunshots go off in the park, and children just screaming and running very fast, saying, oh my God, why did they do that? Why did they do that? What the hell? This is crazy.
This morning, detectives from the 113th precinct began trying to track down video and witnesses. Investigators think it started with 2 groups shooting at each other, and the teen got caught in that crossfire. It's the kind of violence longtime neighbors haven't seen here in decades.
I've been here for past 12 years or so. I've never heard anything like this happening around here.
I'm sort of shocked to know that this happened, especially with the school, but then I'm grateful that it happened after school hours.
Thankful more children weren't shot as that teen girl fights for her life at Jamaica Hospital.
Well, my prayers goes out to the child and her parents, and I hope that they do get the person that did it.
And right now, police are still looking for the gunman. If you have any information, they want you to call Crime Stoppers, 1-800-577-TIPS.
That just don't make no sense at all whatsoever. I mean, it's getting worse and worse. All them kids that was out there, I'm sure it was a lot of them. Like he said, thank God school wasn't just letting out or nothing like that. But I'm sure it was a nice amount of kids out there. Any of them kids could have got it. Any of them. And the people just don't care. They just shoot just to shoot. And like I say all the time, ain't nobody going to the gun range. Not these kids, because they ain't old enough. They ain't old enough. And if they is old enough, they still ain't going. They still ain't going. They just shooting just to shoot.
Reckless.
Reckless. Very reckless. Let's get into these comments. Very sorry for her. I hate this. We need our young people. Yes, we do. Who gonna be over us? Who gonna be over us?
The ones that shooting. We don't need none of that.
We need to start talking, y'all. We need to start saying stuff, getting these people off the streets. BG said ridiculous. Too many shootings. We had fun as kids and no one got hurt. I don't get it. Exactly. Carmen said, oh no, Jesus Christ, what is this world coming to? Not safe anywhere. With kids outside playing. Exactly. They're at a park. All kids at the park.
Do you feel like this is due to lack of more productive activities in communities and things like that? Like, these children are a product of their surroundings and their communities and the things that they know and the people that they are hanging around. So do you feel like if there were more like productive things for them to do, we wouldn't have as many of these issues?
No. No.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, because some of these same kids is tearing up these different recreational centers and stuff. They're still causing fights. They're still doing shootouts at these recreational places because their parents are just dropping them off and leaving them. I think it starts within the home. That's what I think. If your kids is hanging around kids that you know ain't good, stop them. Move them to another environment if you can. If you can. If you can't, keep their little asses in the house. If you can't find a new set of friends, stay in the house. That's simple. And if your child is those kind of friends, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Send their little ass to jail. Send them to jail. Send them to juvenile. Get their little asses off the street. We don't want them here. We don't want them on the streets if they out here being reckless, killing us.
Be proactive, like the co-host that was on our show yesterday. You know, she's having some issues with her son, and honestly, it's not that bad. However, she's still doing something about it. She's sending him out to his uncle. She's giving him consequences right now while he's still young. Consequences, and accountability must be had for especially men. So yes, I agree. I agree now that you say it in that way. It does start at home, and you have to pay attention to your kids, and you can't just let things that you see continue to happen and just, you know, get so caught up in whatever it is that you're dealing with and allow situations like this to grow, because that's what's going to happen inevitably. And then a lot of these people are learning things from within the family. It's not just friends. You could be hanging out with your cousins and you know your cousins ain't good. My mother did not let me hang around certain people in our family, and my father as well, because she was not going to expose me to that. It just is what it is. So, you know, across the board, pay attention to your children. You're responsible for them. You brought them into this world.
Exactly.
You brought them into
this world. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out.
You would think it does. Jeez.
Exactly. The way these parents is acting, you know, you cannot give these kids these cell phones and not go through these cell phones. You cannot. Forget a privacy. They ain't got no privacy. You not letting them.
My son locked the door. He's 8. I took that doorknob off. You don't lock the doors.
Thank you. Don't even close the door. Don't even close your door. Your door stay open.
I look through his text messages. He uses my spare phone. I look through those text messages. I text the group. I am watching y'all. I am looking at this. I am listening to y'all conversation, and I don't want to hear nothing crazy, or I will be contacting your parents.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Shout out to Naisha for that good parenting. You know, you got to be in your kids' business. You have to. These kids are hiding so much. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even, we can even take it a step further and say, be in your kids' business, because bullying going on. You don't know when they're going to decide that they want to take their stuff on up out of here. But if you in their phones watching, seeing what's going on, I bet you'll pick up on something.
You will. Kids are not that bright because they haven't learned all the tricks. You can catch it. All you got to do is look.
She ain't lying, y'all. They ain't bright at all. They ain't bright at all. You can get all their business. They will tell it. They will tell it. I don't know why they feel like social media is not a secret. Why they feel like it's a secret.
Yeah, if you under my roof, you don't have no privacy, okay? All right? There's no privacy around here.
Look, Carmen said I took the whole door off because one of my kids slammed it. So she just took the whole door off. You won't slam nothing in here. Now that I pay for. Lock your man. Take this door off.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too, Carmen. I am here for it. BG said my mother took my sister's door completely off. Laugh out loud.
Y'all giving me some ideas.
Oh, Jesus. Don't you take that baby door off.
Hey there, word French.
BG said kids are running their parents and teachers. No respect for authority. I have showed a lot of clips where I ain't gonna say a lot, but I have showed some clips where the students is fighting the teachers. Naisha, I know you done seen some of them on IG.
And support these teachers. Stop giving these teachers a hard time trying to act like what they say to your child is out of place.
Exactly. Girl, you better say it. Preach, girl, preach.
Give some respect to these teachers for taking off some of the loads of the things that you're not doing at home. And they dealing with all of these children and they see them from a different perspective than you do. And if they're hard on them, find out why. Don't automatically assume that the teacher has something against your child. What's she gonna have something against your child for? Or he? Find out what the real is. Have a genuine conversation from a place of receiving, not trying to check nobody, because there may be some room for improvement for your child that might benefit them in the long run.
And I'm like you said, Naisha, they're not giving your child a hard time just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also one of the things that you said was that kids act differently when they're not around mama. If y'all haven't figured that out by now. Sometimes kids act differently around daddy when mama right there. So if they gonna act different then, they damn sure gonna act different at school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my kids act different at school because I can tell the way they come home and start talking. Like, what?
Oh, I don't feel like the teachers are giving the children a hard time just because. I do feel like the kids are giving the teachers a hard time just because.
Yeah.
Children are frustrated off of the tiniest things and they're going to take it out on wherever they see fit. And a lot of teachers sometimes are a little bit shy or timid. You know, kids know what they can get away with. And I have seen where children kind of and try to intimidate these grown people because they don't know how to process their frustrations. Check your child, sis, bro, please.
I agree. I agree with Naisha. We have to start within the home, y'all. We have to start within the home. If you are having problems with your child and you just can't figure it out, because Naisha, it is parents out there that just can't figure it out. And there are resources out there. There are resources out there that can help you. It might not be the help that you want, but it could be the help that will work. You see what I'm saying? Give it a chance. Give it a try. Even if you can't find no black folks, all it is that there is white people out there that can help your child. Give them a try.
Mm-hmm.
When all else fails, something will happen. Something got to work. So the point that me and Naisha is trying to make is don't ignore the issue.
Yes.
Exactly. Don't ignore it. If you know your child got a problem, you know that the people they hanging around is bad people, you know your child is the bad people, don't ignore it. Do something about it. Just like Naisha's friend. She probably can't afford to up and move to another environment. So let me reach out to a family member. See if that family member will help out. You got some family members that'll say, bring him on. Bring his out. I straighten them out for you. You know, you always got somebody in the family, Naisha, that feel like they can straighten them out for you.
It's my mama. My mama
It's
called
your
her.
mama.
Call it boot camp.
Look, she said, I drop him off. I take care of it. I have him a whole new person.
Here I come.
Bye, y'all. I know that's right, girl. Shout out to Mama Peach. My mama is watching all the way from Mississippi, baby. She had another funeral she had to attend. We're clapping because she's tuning in from Mississippi, not because she had another funeral to attend. But yes, shout out to Mama Peach. I love you, mommy. Thank you so much for watching and coming on in. You know, she could have been doing something else, like relaxing in that hotel she in. But instead, she said, let me watch my baby for a second, see what she got going on over there. So thank you, Mama Peach. Now, y'all, we are about to, Carmen said, my daughter is a professor. and she's in the last year of her PhD to get out of that environment. Yes. Yes. Shout out to Carmen's daughter. Yes, yes, yes. So, y'all, we are about to get out of here. Naisha, thank you so much for
Thank you.
attending the fan takeover, baby. Now, please let everybody know where they can find you.
Follow me on Instagram, empowered, no E, just the letter empowered _ realty. You can also follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn with the spelling of my first name, and my last name is Smith. Go ahead, screenshot it. I know it's a lot of letters.
Hold on, let me go. Hold on, let's take this off so they can see it. There you go.
There you go. Smith, go ahead and follow me. Start the conversation, or you can contact me by phone 404-337-9403. Let me teach you how to get into these houses with bad credit. Let me help you work on your credit. You can get into a house if you are a college student and using those credits. You can buy land. You can invest it with money that you already have in your home. Let's just talk about it. Let's start the conversation.
All right. Carmen said, I enjoyed the fan takeover. Yes, thank you so much, Carmen. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Now we are going to go ahead and play again the big, huge announcement, the Saginaw, Michigan, from Peachy Tea Time, and also from Yard Greetings Are Us, who will be helping me out with this. So I love you, Fashanta. Here we go. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank you all so much for watching Peachy Tea Time. All the editions, it's a few of them. It's four editions. So thank y'all so much for rocking with me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So I must say that first. Now, Saginaw, I'm gonna need y'all to stand y'all asses up. Stand up, Saginaw, stand up. Yes, I have a special surprise for everyone that's in Saginaw, Michigan. I have someone here that is going to help me, my friend. She's gonna help me give this wonderful surprise out to each and everybody there in Saginaw. So let me go ahead and bring her up so we get to going, baby. Miss Fashanta. Hey, Fashanta, boo. How are you, gorgeous?
Good. How are you, Neil?
I am wonderful. Yeah, y'all know all my peoples back at home in Saginaw, they do not call me Miss Peachy or the Mrs. unless they met me on the show, okay? Now, me and Fashanta, we go way back, baby. Way back into time, okay? So she definitely calls me Tanisha. But Fashanta, I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I have a special surprise, and I just thank you so much for being here and helping me tell this surprise to everyone in Saginaw, Michigan. Now, let's get started. Fashanta, I reached out to Fashanta and I had a bright idea. And as you guys can see, Fashanta has a company and is by the name of Yard Greetings Are Us. Fashanta, can you please tell us a little bit about Yard Greetings Are Us?
So Yard Greetings Are Us is a yard sign company that creates yard signs for any occasion. And let me tell you something. Most recently, I had a request for a yard sign for a divorce. This particular lady was celebrating a divorce. So when I tell you it's a company that was set up for any occasion, it will be for any occasion.
So with that being said, Saginaw, you all will be getting, for the month of June, July, and August, your family will be getting a memorial in your yard. I love you all so much. All right. Yes. So, courtesy of Peachy Tea Time, like I said, it's bigger than me. This is truly Peachy Tea Time. And I thank Fashanta so much for Yard Greetings Are Us. She will be going out, putting up the signs in Saginaw, Michigan. That's where we're starting off at. We will be outskirting. We will be growing this. This is something that we're going to do each and every year. We're not just doing it this year. They're going to be only for the months of June, July, and August. It will be one family per month. So I need you guys to get the letters into me. Get the letters in. I will be pinning that commercial onto my page. It's going to be on all my pages, my Instagram, both my Facebook pages, and my YouTube page. I will also make sure that I put all the information in this chat just as well. But most importantly, get the letters to me as soon as you can. The first family will be in the next month in June, next month in June. We're going to go ahead and just get it started. We're going to jump right into it. And you will also get a keepsake. You will get a keepsake. So what's going to happen is when I figure out what family is going to be, I'm going to give that family a call, give them 24 hours to say yes or nay. If they do say yes, I will ask you to send me a picture of your loved one that was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police, okay? Those are the families that would be getting a memorial in their yard. Again, gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police. And we will go, Fashanta will come out and she will put up a yard sign in your yard. And I'm not talking about just no regular box sign. Oh no. Y'all know them happy birthday signs? Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big like that. And it can only be in a house. I forgot. It has to be a house. Okay. So if you are a mom and you lost a loved one through gun violence, your child or someone, but you stay in apartments, if you have a mother that lives in the house, hey, we'll put it at your mama's house. If you want it at your cousin's house, we'll put it at your cousin's house. But it gotta be in the house, at a house, okay? And it's only for 24 hours. She'll come out, she'll set it up, she's gonna take pictures, she'll even videotape you coming out looking at it, and we'll be posting it on Peachy Tea Time. All right? So get me them letters, baby. Get me them letters. I love you all so, so much. Thanks again for all the support, all the love, and I love y'all. And I will see y'all on Wednesday. Good story on Wednesday, may I add. We have a family coming in. Y'all don't want to miss this one. You do not want to miss this one. So here we go. You got to watch my babies. Bye. Thank you, Naisha. Stay on up there for a second.